Welcome to Dog Guide's virtual graduation. Beverly Crandall, Chief Executive Officer.
Welcome to Lions Foundation Canada Dog Guide's graduation. My name is Bev Crandall, and I am extremely proud to be the CEO. Graduation is quite possibly our most favorite event of the year, as it's the culmination of all of our work and the ultimate expression of our mission. It begins with our breeding staff, who bring the dogs into the world and care for them, to our puppy staff and our foster families who together work to raise our puppies, to our kennel staff and our vet staff who take such excellent care of our dogs while they're in our training facilities, and to our trainers who teach the dogs their program-specific skills. Our client services staff coordinate and support the matching of dogs with our clients, and our fundraising administration staff who work behind the scenes to make sure that all of our operations are possible. They all have a hand in making today possible. But in addition to all of these people, I really can't forget the importance of our donors and sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't have the financial means to provide dog guides at no cost to our clients. We are excited to have you join us today as we virtually acknowledge our most recent grads as they've completed their formal training and are ready to embark on the journeys that lie ahead of them with their newfound guide at their side, ready to take on myriad of adventures. This is a celebration of success, and it is the beginning of what we hope will be a successful match between our grads and their dogs. And while this is a celebration, you may want to have a tissue or two handy as our grads share their personal stories about what it means to have their dog guide accompany them. It doesn't get much more heartwarming than this. I hope you enjoy the event and join me in congratulating our most recent graduates and their dogs.
Thank you to our sponsors. Julie Jelinek, Director of Development.
Good evening. It's wonderful that so many people can join us to celebrate tonight's graduation thanks to Zoom. First, I'd like to begin with a thank you to our dedicated foster families for doing an amazing job with your puppies. Congratulations. It's a pleasure to recognize the important gifts our sponsors have made. Their thoughtful and generous donations are essential in covering part of the $35,000 it actually costs to raise, train, and provide each dog guide. To sponsor a dog guide team, it ranges from $4,000 to $12,000, depending on the program. These gifts, combined with thousands of donors from across the country, allow us to provide dog guides at no cost to each recipient. It's always a pleasure to begin our graduations with recognizing Pet Valu, our top donor and top sponsor of all time. Pet Valu is the title sponsor of our Pet Valu Walk for Dog Guides. Thanks to their support and the many people who participated in this year's walk, we raised $818,000, all being done virtually. Thank you to Pet Valu and its family of stores, many who host walks, fundraise, and participate. We couldn't do it without you. Pet Valu is also Dog Guide's feeding partner. They generously provide Performatrin dog food for our many puppies, as well as food and treats for all of our dogs in training, about 400 dogs. We're so grateful for this significant contribution, especially over the past year with COVID. Our dogs are extremely grateful too, and clearly do very well on the Performatrin diets. As if this wasn't enough, Pet Valu raises money each year through the sales of bandanas and calendars in their stores. 100% of the funds are to sponsor dog guides, and with the tremendous support from thousands of Pet Valu customers, Pet Valu has been a sponsor at every graduation for the past 5 years, contributing over $1 million. They have now sponsored an incredible 149 teams. A very special thank you to the amazing team at Pet Valu for their dedication and all they do to assist dog guides. Tonight, Pet Valu is sponsoring Nathan with Joker and Levi with Timchi in Autism Assistance, as well as Sue with Wembley in Canine Vision. It's a pleasure to welcome the team from Pet Valu, and I only wish it was in person once again. Over to you.
Hi everyone, Idan Dreiman here. Vice President of Marketing at Pet Value. I would like to pass along a huge congratulations from the whole Pet Value Canada team to all of you on this outstanding achievement, graduating from your dog guide training. Your journey with your guide dog is just beginning, and the Pet Value family of stores is honored to have been a part of that beginning. Whether it was helping to feed your dog guide through the training or sponsoring you as a team, we love to do whatever part we can to help ensure that as many Canadians in need of a dog guide are able to have one. But as I said, it's just the beginning, and there is much more in store for you and your dog guide. The bond we make with our pets is something we treasure at Pet Value Canada, and nothing exemplifies that special bond better than the bond you are and will continue to make with your dog guide. You are now dog guide members. We love hearing from all of you, so don't hesitate to check in, whether it's by email, phone, or checking in with your animal care expert at your local Pet Value, PulseMax, Bosley's, Tysol, or Total Pet Store. We love to hear how you and your pet are doing, and you are always welcome. Thank you.
The Port Dalhousie Lioness is our second sponsor for Levi and Tim Chi, and they are also sponsoring Madison and Echo in hearing. This is a small, dedicated club, and this is their second autism assistance sponsorship. They've now sponsored 10 teams over the years, and we are very grateful for all of their support. Jewel and Katie Keka are the second sponsor for Nathan and Joker. Many people followed the success of Jewel and Katie as they embarked on a cross-Canada horseback ride to fundraise for dog guides a few years ago. It was an amazing fundraiser, and we are very grateful and impressed with their efforts. They raised enough to sponsor their foster puppy Kazi and now Joker. Thank you so much for your dedication. Diane and Phil Wilson are the second sponsors for Sue and Wembley. Diane chose a generous gift for Phil for Christmas 2 years ago, and that was the sponsorship of Wembley. When I thanked Diane again the other day, she graciously said that in the end, it is Wembley, the trainers, the Foster Family Lions Foundation, and Sue who should be thanked. I think my gift was the easiest part. Thank you, Diane, and Merry Christmas, Phil. Stuart Olson is sponsoring Aiden and Stuart. Perhaps you can guess where that name came from. This company is one of the largest construction services companies in Canada. 2 years ago, they held a very successful golf tournament and raised over $30,000 for our autism assistance program. We're very grateful that they chose dog guides and named a special dog guide Stuart for Aiden. The Burstall Bordertown Lions Club in Saskatchewan are sponsoring Jason with Cosmic. This is the third sponsorship for these lions. Although they are in Saskatchewan, they're on the border of Alberta, and very happy to be able to sponsor Jason from Alberta. The Ridgeway Lioness Club are sponsoring Alicia and Ralphie. This is another of our supportive lioness clubs who have been involved with the foundation for many years. After sponsoring several canine vision teams, this is their first autism assistance sponsorship, which they were very excited to be able to do. The Grantham Lioness, Ridgeway Lions, and St. David's Leos with Meriton Lions are sponsoring Megan and Teddy. This is quite the group, all eager to sponsor someone from Niagara. This is the first autism sponsorship for the Grantham Lioness, following 1 hearing, 1 service, and 3 canine vision sponsorships over the years. Members of the club have a special place in their hearts for our autism assistance dog guides. The Ridgeway Lions have also been supporting the foundation for many years, hosting an annual golf tournament to raise money for dog guides. They have been sponsors several times, and this is their second autism sponsorship. It's also the second autism sponsorship for the Meriton Lions and St. David's Leos, working together as a partnership. The St. David's Leos are a group of very enthusiastic students who have been amazing fundraisers to achieve this milestone. They should be very proud of their accomplishments. Thank you to all of the clubs involved to make this sponsorship happen. The Lang Family Foundation are sponsoring Jonathan and Kieran. We're delighted to have the generous support of the Lang family. They chose to donate the full cost of an autism assistance dog guide each year for the past 3 years. This was a very important gift to our autism program. And as one of our families said, thank you will never be enough. The Stony Plain Lions Club from Alberta are sponsoring Francis and Marie, also from Alberta. Following a hearing sponsorship, this is the first autism sponsorship for this club, who are very eager to assist a family from Alberta. The Lethbridge and District Kennel Club are sponsoring Luke with Bo. This is one of our most supportive kennel clubs across the country. Actually, the most supportive kennel club across the country. For the last 20 years, they've sponsored most of our graduates from the Lethbridge area for a total of 26 teams in all of our programs. Their work with dog guides is very important to their club and their community. In fact, one of the members told us that it's the best reason to be involved in the kennel club. In our hearing program, we have the following: the Old Wyndham United Church and Cordis Lions Club are sponsoring Amanda and Winnie. With the generous sponsorship from the Old Wyndham United Church in Ontario, this congregation voted to name dog guide Winnie after their church. It just so happens to be a lovely name as well. The Cordis Lions are longtime supporters of our sponsorship program. They've now contributed to 5 Canine Vision and 9 hearing sponsorships, all for people who live close to their community. Deb Terhami and Unitron are sponsoring Krista and Venti. Deb is a very active lion, fully committed to our dog guide program in many ways. This is now her 18th sponsorship in the last 9 years, a remarkable achievement. Deb gets to know many puppies fostered by friends in the area, falls in love, and then asks to sponsor them. I always love Deb's emails and phone calls. Unitron is one of our favorite partners and our main supporter of the hearing program. For the past 10 years, employees have been fundraising with amazing success. They generously give throughout the year through payroll deductions, participate in the Pet Value Walk for Dog Guides, hold various fundraising activities, volunteer, and the company itself has made significant contributions, totaling an amazing $440,000. Along with the Port Dalhousie Lioness Clubs, Suncor and Pet Country Estate are sponsoring Madison and Echo. Liz Gordon from Pet Country Estate has been fundraising for dog guides since 2010. Although the annual Family Day is no longer being held, Liz continues to fundraise throughout the year, often with the assistance of Are You Ready Agility. This is now Liz's 8th hearing sponsorship following an autism assistance sponsorship. Liz's wish is, may your lives be forever enhanced and limitations give way to endless opportunities due to this newfound partnership. Friends of Reed are sponsoring Megan and Olive. In January, Reed passed away at just 24 years old. Her family are foster parents, and dog guides always had a special place in Reed's heart. As a special tribute to Reed, several fosters and graduates chose to sponsor Olive. Reed and her family knew Olive since she was born, and Reed loved hanging out with poodle friends. Thank you to Sheila, Sarah, Michelle, and Cheryl for arranging for this special sponsorship. In our service program, we have an anonymous donor and the Green Capes Trust Foundation sponsoring Alyssa and Hula. Once in a while, we have a donor who wishes to remain anonymous. In this case, it is a lovely lady from Ontario who has generously contributed 17 sponsorships over the past 10 years. Thank you so much. Green Capes is a special interest Lions Club that raises funds specifically for the Lions Foundation. Club members include many of our foster families, volunteers, and graduates. Over the past 3 years, through the sales of their beautiful Green Capes calendars, this club has provided sponsorships in all 6 of our main dog guide programs, earning them the special distinction of a dog guide champion this year. In addition, they actively support the Pet Value Walk for Dog Guides and have donated numerous items from supplies for our dogs in training, vet clinic equipment, and a van. Thank you, Green Capes, and everyone who has contributed to these new dog guide partnerships, our generous donors, devoted foster families, donors across the country, volunteers, and of course, our dedicated instructors. Tonight's graduation reflects one of Helen Keller's quotes: "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." Congratulations to each of our graduates, and I wish you, your family, and your new special friend years of happiness on your journey together. Thank you.
Thank you to our foster families. Lisa Krutwagen, Puppy Program Supervisor.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to see you all here. I'd like to start by extending my congratulations to the new dog guide teams that are graduating this evening. I'd like to wish you all many happy years working together. My name's Lisa Krutwagen. I'm the Puppy Program Supervisor here at Lions Foundation of Canada Dog Guides. I have the wonderful job of overseeing our extremely hardworking team of puppy staff. In the puppy program, we get to spend most of our days with puppies, which is pretty great. But what really makes our job special is the opportunity to work with our volunteer foster families, who are every bit as amazing as the foster dog guides they raise. On puppy pickup day, our foster families are handed a 7-week-old puppy, barely big enough to wear the smallest size future dog guide jacket. Over the next year or two, as the puppy grows, foster families will be responsible for attending training classes and vet visits, house training, teaching manners and basic obedience commands, and socializing the puppy to the many things that they will encounter as a working dog guide. And then, when all the hard work is behind them, comes an even harder part. Our foster families must say goodbye to the puppy, handing them over to begin formal training, and ultimately to be matched to their perfect partner. Our hope for the foster families and sitters of these graduating dogs is that this evening will make all of those sleepless nights, rolls of paper towel, trips to the mall, online training, and tears on recall day worth it. You should be very proud of your part in bringing these new dog guide teams together. Now I'd like to formally thank each of the foster families here tonight for a job well done. Please feel free to use your Zoom reactions to give them a well-deserved round of applause. Canine Vision Dog Guide Wembley was fostered by Laura McNichol and DogSat by Gina Lejoy. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Kieran was fostered by Betty Ann Brulsma. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Stuart was fostered by Alicia Sywick. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Cosmic was fostered by Mary Ancona. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Cosmic was also fostered by Aaron Cole. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Joker was fostered by the Ketcha family. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Timchi was fostered by Kate O'Donnell. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Ralphie was fostered by Beverly Stevenson. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Teddy was fostered by Natalie Brown. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Murray was fostered by Jack McLeod. Autism Assistance Dog Murray was also fostered by Bonnie Lawton, and Murray was also fostered by Tara Pollard. Autism Assistance Dog Guide Bo was fostered by Suzanne Carswell. Hearing Dog Guide Olive was fostered by Sheila Garvin. Hearing Dog Guide Echo was fostered by Madeline Stam. Hearing Dog Guide Echo was also fostered by Joanne Bryant. Hearing Dog Guide Venti was fostered by Cheryl Bauman. Hearing Dog Guide Winnie was fostered by Patty Townsend. Hearing Dog Guide Winnie was also fostered by Catherine Getler. Service Dog Guide Hula was fostered by Elizabeth Hansman. Thank you very much.
Foster family, Cheryl Bowman.
Thank you for this opportunity to speak at graduation on behalf of the foster families. My name is Cheryl Bauman, and I've been fostering at Dog Guides for over 8 years now. I first heard of Dog Guides while working as a reporter at the Georgetown Herald. I was assigned to do a story at the Oakville facility and left feeling totally amazed and impressed by all the hard, important work being done by staff and their four-legged students. Closer to home, my brother plants trees at the Breslau Memorial Forest. He had come home with all these stories of the cute puppies lined up at the Breslau breeding facility fence, watching his crew plant trees. Once puppies were involved, I knew that I had to foster one day. When Dog Guides placed my first foster donut in my arms, little did I know how much fostering would change and enrich my life. The people, the outings, the opportunities, and sense of community that comes from fostering simply by filling out an application form. And the puppies. I have learned so much from my foster puppies. Fostering comes with many ups and downs. The puppy cuddles, the puppy kisses, the unconditional puppy love, and of course, graduation. People ask me, how can you give them back? After 8 recalls, it is still not always easy. But then I see the dogs looking so grown up in their red vests at graduation, and I hear the stories of people whose lives have been changed and enriched by these 7-week-old fluff balls who grew up and gave them a sense of independence and security. And then I think to myself, how can I not foster? Congratulations to all the graduating teams.
Greg Clark, head instructor of the Canine Vision program.
Good evening. My name is Greg Clark, and I am the head instructor for the Canine Vision program. Thank you for joining our graduation. This evening, I'd like to recognize Sue Woodhouse with her dog guide Wembley from the Sarnia area. Sue and Wembley were successful with a home placement. A home placement is where an instructor arrives with the dog and does one-on-one training along the routes that the client uses most often, as well as in public. Sue, Wembley, and I had many walks along Lake Huron. Congratulations to Sue and of course Wembley's foster family for guiding her in the right direction to be a successful canine vision dog.
Angela Bentivegna, instructor in the hearing program.
Hi, my name is Angela Bentivegna, and I'm an instructor here at the Lions Foundation of Canada Dog Guides in the hearing program. In the hearing program, we train dogs to assist individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing to help them hear sounds that they are unable to do themselves. Hearing dogs provide an increased sense of safety, security, and independence for our clients by helping them be more aware of their surroundings and letting them know about common sounds that they may be missing on a day-to-day basis in the home or out in public. Hearing dogs are taught to distinguish everyday sounds such as someone knocking on the door, ringing on the bell, or calling their name, a kitchen timer or phone, as well as a wake-up alarm, or most importantly, a fire alarm. When the dog hears these sounds, they will make physical contact with their handlers and then lead them to the source of the sound, with one exception, which is the fire alarm. In this case, the dog is trained to spin around in a circle to indicate to the person that this is an emergency and they need to get themselves to safety. Having the dog present in public can help bring more awareness to others about this invisible disability and bring a better understanding to the needs of our clients and their families. Graduates often comment on how much the dog has increased their sense of security and decreased their anxiety as they are no longer missing sounds and feel more comfortable knowing that they have the dog next to them. Thank you to all the instructors that were directly involved in this class. Each of the clients graduating tonight have worked very hard to get here, and we wanted to share a few words with you about each team. Megan and Olive complement each other so well, and Olive is fitting right in with her new family, including 3 hairless felines. Olive will be heading to school this fall, where Megan teaches, and we know she will make a great teacher's assistant. Madison and Echo are both starting a new chapter, as Madison heads back to university this fall. Maddie will have an assistant director to help her work with the theater department at her school. Krista and Venti are both hard workers and enjoy being active. Krista is a pro, and we are delighted to hear that Venti has already accompanied the family on a camping trip, and we are looking forward to hearing all about the new adventures that this team will go on in the future. Amanda and Winnie are perfectly matched as they both have bubbly personalities and a zest for life. Winnie is also headed into the classroom this fall and will accompany Amanda in her teaching role. We know Winnie will ace all the tests. We want to congratulate all the teams graduating tonight and wish them all the success in their future endeavors.
Graduate of the hearing program, Amanda and Winnie.
Welcome. Today we celebrate virtually Maddie and Echo, Megan and Olive, Krista and Benty, and myself, Amanda and Winnie, who have each received a hearing guide dog. This is the first HD graduation since COVID. This experience has truly been different, and we have been extremely blown away by all the superheroes out there who have risen to the occasion, from the foster families, the trainers, and the donors. Thank you to the trainers, ensuring that each meet we did was captioned when technology wasn't always cooperative. We all know how uncooperative technology can be at times. The in-class portion was busy, fast-paced, and jam-packed, but the trainers always ensured that we felt successful. The trainers were enthusiastic about the dogs, and their love of what they do for a living was infectious. We know you put your heart and souls into training and shaping these guide dogs, and we can't express enough gratitude for what you all do. The program foster families need a big thank you as well. The program's ability to run as usual during COVID was greatly impacted, and the program volunteers stepped up big time. The dogs were sent back to their foster families partway through their training. There were concerns about the dogs falling behind in their work training. However, it was a concern that no one needed to have. The volunteers continued to work with the dogs and keep their skills up to date and provide a home for them during this unusual time. I can't imagine how hard it was to send the dogs back to the trainers when the time came, as the dogs were in foster care much longer than usual, and emotional bonds would have naturally occurred with these brilliant animals. Thank you for providing a home and love to the dogs during this time. And last but not least, I want to express my gratitude to these remarkable dogs who put their whole souls into their job. These dogs allow us, the recipients, to live an independent life. These dogs are not only working to keep us safe and secure, but they provide us with a sense of freedom and independence that is difficult to obtain without them. They are our ears, our family, and our freedom to live a day-to-day life with confidence. These dogs are a part of us and play such a vital role in our lives that it is difficult to fully explain how important the Guide Dogs of Canada program is. Successor dogs have a big role to fill. Having had a hearing guide dog before and the bond that was created, it is hard not to compare the dogs and miss the previous guide dog. The love and the heart that these magnificent dogs put into their jobs made the decision to get a successor dog that much easier and embark on a new journey with a new faithful companion who will be our best friend and our ears to ensure our well-being.
Jessie Waller, instructor in the service program.
Hello, my name is Jessie and I'm an instructor in the Service Dog program here at Dog Guides Canada. In the Service Dog program, we train dogs to assist individuals with a physical or medical disability by performing a variety of tasks to help their handler in their everyday lives. Service dogs provide increased independence and security for the client and their families by opening and closing doors and pushing automatic buttons. They are also trained to retrieve items that are too low for their client to reach or that have been dropped throughout the day. They can also bark for help on command, which attracts attention either in the home or in public. Many of our clients have used this skill in the winter if their mobility aid has gotten stuck or if they have fallen and they cannot call out for help themselves. Service dogs not only provide companionship, but also independence, so their handlers don't have to wait for someone to come and help them with such things as taking clothes from the dryer or helping them take their coat off. When our clients are matched with the dogs, instructors teach them everything from how to feed and relieve their dog to how to control it safely in public and how to practice skills so the dog will work in a real life situation. Many of our clients are relieved that they no longer need to rely on a stranger when they're out in the community because they have their service dog by their side. Tonight, we celebrate Alyssa and Hula in the service program. This team worked hard together and bonded quickly as they started their new journey. When we introduced Hula to Alyssa, we could tell the connection was instant and it progressed purposefully and positively over their week together in class. Since being home, Hula has met Chloe the horse and her 3 kitty roommates. We know that they will be matching in purple, and we cannot wait to hear about their adventures on the farm and elsewhere. Good luck, Hula and Alyssa.
Graduate of the service program, Alyssa and Hula.
Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa. I was matched with my successor service dog Hula, an almost 3-year-old yellow Labrador, on June 22nd, 2021. Having been without a dog for almost 22 months, I had lost my sense of security and independence along with just the companionship of having a dog. Since receiving Hula, I have begun to go out again as I feel safe and know that I can independently manage on my own because she will pick up items that I drop, push buttons, and bark to get someone's attention if I am in need of help. The freedom I have once again gained is all due to the generosity and dedication of people such as yourselves here today. To the staff, foster families, donors, and sponsors, thank you so very much for all your efforts.
Courtney Starr, Head Instructor of the Autism Assistance and Facility Support Program.
Good evening. My name is Courtney Starr, and I'm the Head Instructor for the Autism Assistance Program here at Dog Guides. First of all, I'd like to congratulate each and every client that's graduating tonight and wish them the best of success with their new best friend. In the Autism Program, we train dogs for children between the ages of 3 and 12 that have been diagnosed on the autism spectrum. The Autism Program is a little different from the other programs here at Dog Guides. The majority of our clients are not the primary handler. The primary handlers are the caregivers or parents of that child. As you will see in some of the photos tonight, the child is holding onto the handle that is attached to the harness when they're walking outside with their dog. This provides the client with a greater sense of independence. It creates a special bond between the child and the dog, and it allows the child to not have to hang on to mom and dad's hand when out in public. One of the components that the dogs are trained for is safety. This is extremely important as sometimes the children are unaware of dangerous situations. The child is attached from around their waist to the dog's harness. If the child drops the handle and goes to run away from the dog, the handler will say the command halt. When the dog hears the command halt or feels pressure on the harness, they are to lay down immediately and use their weight to stop the child from being able to move any further. This can stop the child from encountering dangerous situations such as running into traffic or jumping into bodies of water. Another component we train the dogs for is sleep. Some of the children we provide dogs for have unpredictable sleep patterns. Some children fall asleep very quickly, but are unable to stay asleep throughout the night, while other children take hours to fall asleep just to be woken up a few hours later to start the day. Most of the parents must sleep with the children throughout the night in order for them to have a normal sleep pattern. We train the dogs to sleep in bed with the child throughout the night so that the child always has a warm body and an extra heartbeat with them. We also train the dogs to provide the child with deep pressure, which is a command we call hugs. When the dog is asked hugs, they will place their upper body across the child's lap and stay there until they're told the command off. This usually takes place if the child is feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just needs a hug. This allows the child to self-regulate while hugging and petting the dog. Some of the children need their dogs to accompany them to school. A child on the spectrum could struggle with the constant transitions between classrooms, the overwhelming environment, and the ability to create and maintain friendships. The dog provides a non-judgmental, attuned presence which allows the child to be themselves and always have their best friends by their sides. The clients that are graduating tonight are as follows: Jonathan and Kieran from Ontario, Aiden and Stuart from British Columbia, Jason and Cosmic from Alberta, Nathan and Joker from Alberta, Levi and Timchi from Ontario, Luke and Bo from Alberta, Alicia and Ralphie from Ontario, Francis and Murray from Alberta, and Megan and Teddy from Ontario. Thank you.
Geraldine, mom of graduate from the Autism Assistance Program.
All I can say is guide dogs is amazing. Wow. They have changed our life and my son's life drastically. Struggles that our son had before, going out, going to school, really going anywhere was a struggle. We began to worry when I looked into Guide Dogs of Canada and I found them in Oakville. It was a match made in heaven. They matched us with our first dog, York, who we received 10 years ago. And I was one of the ones that was able to go there and do the training for 2 weeks. And I cannot believe how many people are involved with these animals every day. And as well, they had to serve us. And it wasn't just one group. There was like 27 of us, I believe, at that time. And they fed us morning, noon, and dinner. We did nothing but train every day for 2 weeks. We had an amazing time. For those of you who have never had the opportunity to go, it was amazing. We had so much fun and I made so many connections with the people there. So all of these graduates, I hope they do the same as last time and send out all of our emails and contacts and Facebooks and all of that, so that if we wish to stay in contact, we can. I still stay in contact with the people that I made a connection with 10 years ago, and we discuss things and anything that we worry about with the dogs. It's kind of a nice reach out to do that. Our second dog, Stuart, oh my goodness, we got him 9 weeks ago, and I feel like we've had him forever. He is one of the best dogs we've ever met, but I'm probably guessing everyone's going to say the same thing about their dogs as well. But he is amazing. Again, after York had passed, Aiden went back into that recluse. Stuart has come, and oh my goodness, he's out walking that dog, feeding that dog morning and dinner. It's amazing what a dog can do for a person that has those difficulties every day. To have a I want to always say person, because they seem to be so much like people to us. Stuart knows what Aiden needs sometimes before he even knows it, and he's only been with Aiden for 9 weeks. It's such a rewarding thing to see my child smile and be happy and feel safe again. They are a true joy, these animals, and I want to thank so much the fosters that have taken the time, and such a long one with this one with COVID. Thank you for doing this. The amount of work that you guys have to do must be unbelievable. And then to do all of that hard work and to say goodbye to them, I don't know how you do it, but thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. And for the sponsors who give the money to help the guide dogs and keep going, thank you so much, especially Stewart Construction, to giving us Stewart. It's beyond anything that I can thank you for. I don't know how, but I will try my hardest by raising an amazing son with the help of an amazing dog from Guide Dogs of Canada. Thank you guys so much, and I hope all of you go out with your dogs and have as much fun and see the change in the person's life that gets to receive this service dog. I hope you all do as well as we do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations to tonight's graduates. K9 Vision graduates. Sue sits next to her canine vision dog guide, Wembley, a black Labrador retriever. Congratulations, Sue and Wembley. Hearing graduates. Megan stands next to her hearing dog guide, Olive, a black standard poodle. Madison stands next to her hearing dog guide, Echo, a black Labrador retriever. Krista stands next to her hearing dog guide, Venti, a black Labrador retriever. Amanda stands next to her hearing dog guide, Winnie, a yellow Labrador retriever. Congratulations to all the hearing graduates. Service graduates. Alyssa sits on her wheelchair next to her service dog guide, Hula, a yellow Labrador retriever. Congratulations, Alyssa and Hula. Autism Assistance graduates. Jonathan hugs his Autism Assistance dog guide, Kieran, a yellow Labrador retriever. Aiden kneels down next to his Autism Assistance dog guide, Stuart, a yellow Labrador retriever. Jason walks next to his Autism Assistance dog guide, Cosmic, a black Labrador retriever. Nathan walks next to his Autism Assistance dog guide, Joker, a black Labrador retriever. Levi sits next to his Autism Assistance dog guide, Timchi, a black standard poodle. Alicia sits next to her Autism Assistance dog guide, Ralphie, a yellow Labrador retriever. Megan sits next to her Autism Assistance dog guide, Teddy, a cream standard poodle. Francis hugs his Autism Assistance dog guide, Murray, a yellow Labrador retriever. Luke sits on the couch next to his Autism Assistance dog guide, Bo, a yellow Labrador retriever. Congratulations to all the Autism Assistance graduates. If you'd like to donate to help provide more dog guides, visit www.dogguides.com.
Thank you all for joining us in being a part of our graduation. And while we're still unable to be together physically, your participation virtually means a lot to us. This concludes our graduation celebration, but it really is just the beginning for our grads. To our grads, your story is just starting a new chapter, and Lions Foundation Canada Dog Guides is proud to be a part of that. We wish you every success and look forward to hearing about how this new addition to your lives makes a difference for each of you. In a year where we have all made many adjustments, we are grateful for the opportunity to share such a joyful moment with so many of you across the country. And while times are still uncertain, what remains absolutely certain is the fact that we couldn't continue to do the work we do without each and every one of you. Your support, be that financial, a gift of your time, your words of encouragement, it keeps us all motivated. And graduations like this one today fuel us to keep working through the challenges. So congratulations to all of our grads. Safe travels and stay well.
Thank you for attending tonight's virtual graduation. We hope you had a safe and happy summer.